Good morning, America. This is the crazy crowd again. And yes, I'm as ugly as ever. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about the wealthiest 1%. President Obama wants to pass legislation to tax the wealthiest 1%, which is a crock of baloney. First of all, yeah, they'll pass some taxes on to the wealthiest 1%, but he's not going to tax them like you would like it. First of all, where do you think he got 90% of his campaign contributions? Do you think he got it from the ghetto? Nope. Do you think he got it from Joe Blow, average American citizen? No, he didn't get that. He got it from the wealthiest 1%. There are several sources you can look for. You can look up under the Gallup poll for wealthiest 1% by party, or the wealthiest 1% of Americans. And Americans do make up the world, most of the world's 1%. We do strive hard to become very wealthy. I'll give you some examples here. I'm going to look down here. I'm going to click that off. All right. According to the Gallup poll, 1%ers versus the bottom 99%. Okay. 33% are Republicans. 41% are independents. Okay. They flip-flop any direction. They have no party affiliation. And they say 26% of them are Democrats. Well, in the bottom percentage, you have 28% are Republicans in the bottom. I mean, because we get out and we go to work every day. And then you have 39% of them who are independent, who are out running around trying to get a job, mostly at the expense of somebody else. And then you have 33% of the bottom population, which are Democrat, who unfortunately are very ethnic. Okay. Republicans that lean toward the Republican Party but may not be conservative is 57%. Independents with no leaning, 8%. They say Democrats that lean Democrats are 36%. Where in the bottom half, it's 44 and 47%. It's a little debatable. But now we get down to the true thing. Okay, the difference between a Republican and nobody. Okay. Basically, there are thousands of political members on both sides who are considered conservative. Okay. But according to this poll, 39% of the top 1% are conservative versus 40% of the bottom. I don't think so. Moderate. Okay. 41% versus 37%. And liberal 20% versus 21%, which is probably a little high for all of those. Okay, now who are the companies that make up the 1%ers? Well, not too many of them own companies. Not too many of them are very successful business executives. They are, as of 2011, 49% of them are postgraduates, so they have doctorate degrees. 23% are only college graduate. 19% of them have some college, so they made it on their wits, and 8% of them only have a high school diploma or less. So these guys really went out there and busted their butt to make something out of themselves. Okay, some of the wealthiest people on this are doctors, lawyers, business professionals other than company CEOs. So what is a business professional other than a company CEO? That's a good question. That is something I'm going to have to look up because I really don't know the answer to that. But that's what they got down here. Other than CEO. Those that are born into wealth, they make up a very fractional portion of it. I'll give you a good example of who I was talking about earlier. Some of the wealthiest Americans is the founder of Facebook. who donated a humongous amount of money to the Obama campaign, and who moderates and monitors everything that's on Facebook, and has made it impossible for people to socialize by putting restrictions on everything and capturing stuff and not posting stuff. So that's a form of communism there, but get away from that. Okay. Another part of the youngest, richest Americans, most of those are in Apple industry. Steve Jobs, who gave another ton of money to the Obama administration and couldn't get it back now if he wanted to. And actually, once you guys gave that money to them, he can do whatever he wants with it. So if he takes your money and higher taxes, tough luck. More than likely, the way it usually goes is they propose to tax the wealthiest. Well, now you have to balance it. And this is what Congress will do to avoid themselves having to pay higher taxes. They will administer it down, and the lower you are on the totem pole, the more you're going to pay in taxes until there is a cutoff line like we have now. And currently, most people who make under $40,000 a year pay little or no taxes, and a lot of you are getting rebates and tax returns for having a lot of babies going to school, and you're being paid somebody else's tax dollars to have those babies. Well, you know, that's another form of welfare. If you want to live in a welfare society, you go to a commune. That's a welfare society. Everybody pitches in. Everybody does the same thing. If you don't work, they throw you out. Oh, well, wait. Can't do that. We can't do that. Free society here. Actually, I'd like to throw 90% of all those on welfare right into the drink. But it's against the law, so I can't do that. So you really have to understand who is saying what here. If you want to increase revenue, and this makes good sense, but everybody is against it in both parties, and a lot of people have talked about it, and they made fun of Herman Cain in his 999. I'm going to tell you, a flat tax nationwide is the way to go. And you have a cutoff for those that are struggling and are considered extremely low income brackets. So let's take an example. If you're a family of four and you're living under $40,000 a year, you're not going to pay taxes. You're not going to pay any tax. You're not going to have any taken out. You're not going to pay any taxes at all. But if you make over that bracket, then you're going to have a flat tax. And that flat could be anywhere from 5% to 10%. But everybody pays it. No deductions, no more. Oh, let's see here. I got myself a $100,000 SUV because I'm an attorney and I'm going to take the farm tax credit for it. Bullshit. So many of these guys, they bought these great big SUV gas guzzlers. And what did they do? They wrote it off as a business. And that was bullshit. Pure, unadulterated bullshit. And I am going to say the word bullshit as much as I want. Because, hey, this is a free medium. People will lie. Me, I have no reason to lie. I'm independently poor. How can I lie about anything? I don't want to be rich. I like being poor. The reason why I like being poor? Nobody can take my money. I don't have it. All right. So, the facts are, you can vote for a man that promised you the moon and then lied about it. Or you can find somebody else to vote for. Me, I'm probably going to vote Republican. But that's yet to be seen. There's a few things I want them to do, like I want them to arrest that asshole that's in the White House and charge him with treason and a few other things. What? I don't think that'll ever happen. And if they come knocking on my door for talking bad against the president, well, I'll just tell them to get the hell off my property. It's private. Now, I really don't care about it because the man is a threat to this country. The man has been a threat to this country. If you look at a demograph, and there are several really good demographs out there, since the end of 2007 and the beginning of this year, the rise in separation between the wealthy and the working man has gone skyward. The gap has gotten wider and wider under this administration. And why? Because he's not out for the working man. He's out for himself. He's out for his own pocketbook. I mean, good grief. We have the first lady that's acting like the first queen. We don't have a queen here. We never have. We don't want one. I mean, if you want a queen, go to Denmark, go to England, and you pay a 50% tax. That's right. People in this country pay 50% of their income to support these kings and queens. And that's what will happen here. You keep voting for this idiot Obama. You're going to pay 50% of everything you make so that asshole can sit on his butt and do nothing. All right? Get some brains here. You guys supposedly all go to college. All to college. Here's a simple thing to do. Take your job field that you're going into and look at the job market. Currently today, people that are going to law school, why? There are 10 lawyers for every case. 10. That's a 10-to-1 margin. I got my pick. I can pick the dirt cheapest one out there. All right? And it's not going to say he's dumber than this guy over here. No. It's going to mean he's desperate for work. So I'm going to take him. And where are you getting? You're getting down to paying a heck of a lot of money to go to college and not getting any return on your money. Second place, there are more doctors than we can shake a stick at. But because of liability and let's sue. These guys all sound like a bunch of hog collars. Sue. Everybody wants to get something for nothing. Medicine is a practice. It's not perfected. I go to see a doctor. There's two things I ask him. One, do you enjoy doing your job? If they say yes, I enjoy it. I love it. It's good enough for me. And then the second thing I ask them, make tiny little stitches, neat, or I'm going to come back and hunt you. All right? Especially if I die on you. I'm going to come back and hunt you every day of your life. You got to trust in somebody. I trust in God. And I pray to him, not like a zealot or some of these people, but I pray to him and I say, God, I'm not the best person in the world. I know I've sinned. Keep an eye on me, okay? And if it's my time, well, then you take me. You know. But if it's not, you know, I'd like to pester a few more people while I'm still alive, okay? So you all have a good day. And think about these words. Are you voting for an ideology or are you voting for your freedom? When you vote for Obama, you're voting for an ideology that it's all wrong for America. It'll take away your freedoms. And here's a good example. He is very well tied to the new Black Panther Party, and he's very well tied to the Black Muslim community. Both parties are saying, kill Whitey, kill Whitey, kill Whitey. That's a threat against everybody that is of color, because these individuals who think, oh, I'm black, they can get away with anything, and they can't. So you have a good day now. All right? Bye-bye.